All right, guys, it's your boy Underestimated on the Underestimated Podcast, and I have a good video for you guys today. Okay, it's been about 3 years since I've been here, and I know a lot of people been trying to do the same thing, maybe trying to move to a better, to have a better, just a better living, and just maybe just a change of scenery. So I felt like I just put some things together, right? That way it can help you in case you have some questions to move to somewhere like Texas, for instance, right? So let's get to it. The pros and cons of living in Texas. Well, the first one I would say is, hey, there's no state tax, okay? There's no state taxes here in Texas, which is pretty cool. I could live with that. Every time I was in New York City, I get that check. You know how it is when you get that check and you scroll down, you see the federal tax, and then you scroll down and then you see the state tax, right? And you scroll down and you see the city tax and all this other tax, medical tax, all the tax. Then when you get to your net pay, you're like, damn, this is what I've been working for. All right, so at least here in Texas, you don't have the state tax. They will take the federal tax though, but they won't take out no state tax. That's definitely a benefit. Okay, if you just want, more bang for your buck when you're working hard out there, right? Another pro I would say is this warm weather over here, guys. I would say maybe 9 months out of the year, it's warm weather, really warm weather. Okay, in the wintertime, like me shooting this video right now, it is late January, about to hit early February. It's still pretty warm, in my opinion. All right, like I'll give you an example. So it's like end of January, 45 degrees. You know what I mean? That's not bad, right? I mean, let's check the weather here for a second. Let's see. We got 45 degrees, and then in the morning, I mean, it goes up pretty quick. You got 77 degrees tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So average is actually about upper 60s, upper 70s, upper 60s and upper 70s in the wintertime, and mid 40s at night. Can't beat that in February, right? Hey, so if you want to get out of the cold, okay, the snow, right? Man, I have some snow memories. I know. I have a lot of snow memories. Okay, if you guys want to get out of the snow, hey, come through over here. It's the best. It snows like literally like once every 30 years over here. All right. I mean, it's starting to decrease now, though. I don't know. Like some spots in Texas are experiencing a little bit of snow, but it's only about once a year. By the time you wake up, everything's gone. Okay, so it's not a big deal. You don't have to worry about shoveling your car out, none of that other stuff. Okay, buying that salt, potholes, things like that. Right? You don't have to worry about any of that. Another pro is affordable housing. Okay. You can move over here and you can make an average of $30,000 a year, okay? And that's just having a $15 an hour job and be able to make it out here. Seriously, like you can be able to, if your credit is good, you can be even able to buy a house out here. If you have a good credit and you save up your money and you have a good down payment, okay? They even have loans available where you don't even have to put that much money down to buy a new home. I'm talking about a new home, guys. Okay, you can do that. All right, that's definitely possible out here. All right, so you can definitely get a house out here for cheap. And if not, you want to just get your feet wet in the city, right, a little bit, not really jump into that investment just yet. You can actually get yourself a nice apartment. Okay, I would have to say 95% of the apartment complexes out here have pools. They have nice lounges. So you still living good out here regardless. Okay, so affordable housing, guys. Affordable housing. It's really good out here. Another pro I would say is cheaper gas. Okay, cheaper gas, guys. You drive. If I look at, I don't remember what the gas is right now, but it is averaging about $1.70 a gallon. Okay, just about that. So I remember when I was in New York City, I used to be spending about $35 a full tank. Now it's more like $20, right? $21 a full tank, if that. So I know it all depends on what kind of car you're driving, but the gas is low over here, fellas and ladies. So you definitely want to check that out as well. One thing that I always, keep in mind and I really enjoy out here is actually the open space. It's the open space out here. You drive around. I just love driving around, and then it's just, you got that open feel, right? You know, there's not that much people, there's not that much buildings around you. It's just spacious. You just see nature. You know, you see a few nice sceneries here and there. It's very pretty, clean, right? But the main thing is you get to just enjoy the scenery, right? It's beautiful. I like that. That's a little different from being in the city. You know, being in the city, you drive around and, you know, you have the tall buildings and everything like that, which is great. You know, but if you just want to have that open views of just green, right? Green life, then hey, this is another place where you will definitely see that. You will definitely see the real estate out here. You definitely see everything's out in the open. The roads are wide open. Most of the roads out here are like 5 lanes. Okay, so it's pretty cool. You know, you barely worry about traffic. You will get traffics in your downtown areas. Or if it's rush hour, of course, you may get your traffic spots in certain areas of town. But for the majority part, you will not be experiencing big traffic issues. I promise you that. Especially compared to New York City. Let's just put it like that. And speaking about driving around town and things like that, another great thing about being here is that you do not have to deal with parking issues. I promise you that. Parking issues, it's a no-go. It's been here 3 years already so far and counting. I have never received a parking ticket. Why? Because you don't need to park anywhere, like pretty much majority of places that you go. Okay, if you are parking, you're pretty much parking in a big old parking lot because Texas has the real estate to do that. Sometimes I feel like people here, there's some places over here, they have too much space. Like, I mean, they just have a big, you know, parking lot with 2 cars in it for a small vicinity. Okay, it's just, they have too much land to waste out here. So as far as worrying about parking tickets, you don't have to worry about that anymore, man. Tell you that. You know, that feeling of you walking back to your car and you're like, oh man, you know, man. Then you see that you from 100 feet away and you see that orange little car, that orange little ticket on your windshield. You're like, oh man, you already know you screwed. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ever been on a date? You know, you ever been on a date and you taking the girl back to the car? You know, you can see the orange thing on your way to the car. How embarrassing is that? You know what I mean? Like over here, you get to just, you know, go take your lady on a date or your man. You go out there with on a date, right? Go back to the car. Okay, you drive back to your house or your apartment complex. You know, that's it. Everything's all good. So I like it out here. You don't have to worry about that. Cause look, another thing about parking tickets is just that, man. It's just a waste of money. We all work hard for our money, and who the hell wants to be, you know, using $100, $150 of their hard-earned money to go be paying a parking ticket? Nobody don't want to do that, all right? And then the last thing that I'm gonna bring up, and I know there's plenty more, but these are like the main things that I think is important. I think one of the important things I want to bring up is the fact that people here get to bear arms. Okay, get to bear arms in your house. Okay, you get to have your guns in your house. Okay, that was pretty new for me. I was like, what? You got to have guns in your house like that? Just like that? Yes, you can have your guns in your house. Okay. You get to protect your house like that. New York City, I don't know. You know, it don't work like that. All right. You know, the Second Amendment is there, but you got a gun. You got 20 guns in your house. You know, that's not a good look. All right. But over here, you gotta have 20 guns in your house, and there's no problem. Nobody don't want no beef with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool. Kind of like that concept. So out here, you know, you get to have your guns. They have shooting ranges around town. I mean, there's about 4 or 5 shooting ranges just right around me that you could just go to and just enjoy yourself and do what you got to do with your guns and whatnot. You know, so I think that's pretty cool. I love that. All right. So before I go, I do want to jump into the cons real quick. It's not that many, so just stick around. I'm just gonna get to the cons. Because since it's not that many, I'm just going to put it all in there and just add it all together here. Okay, so the first con I'm going to get into is mosquitoes. Mosquitoes is crazy out here, to me. I mean, they just love my blood. I don't know what it is. my blood is special out here. I don't know what it is. All right, I cannot even step out my patio to go look at the trees blow and not get bit by a mosquito in 30 seconds. That's just the way my blood is. Now, some people are a little different, it could be a little different, but for the most part, man, I mean, they do tear your ass up out here, all right? So be prepared. If you don't have that mosquito spray in your pocket or somewhere around you, yeah, they're coming for your ass, all right? So I will say that. Second con I would say is the heat. I mean, yes, it is warm, but then in the summertime, it can get a little too hot. Okay, it can get too hot in the summertime. I will tell you that. It's a little too hot, man. All right, when it hit June, July, August, come on, man. Sometimes you go a month and a half, no rain, and then you get hit with that heat wave, right? It'd be 110 degrees, no rain. You cannot survive going out there for 10 minutes and trying to have a conversation out there. No, you going back inside in the air condition. I promise you that. Oh, and don't even try not to drive an air conditioner out here in the summertime. No, it's not happening. Windows down, still not happening. So don't be like me and think they tough, and air condition blows out and you're like, I got it. I'll try to muscle it out. Don't be like me. All right, don't be like me. I'm African. I can handle the heat. So don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. And then the last thing I'll talk about with the cons is the fact that you have to drive everywhere. Like, pretty much. You can't really walk anywhere. Like, meaning if you want to go to the convenience store, get some toilet paper, or, just get a sandwich or something, you literally have to drive everywhere, guys. Like, everywhere. So that's the con that I would say, hurts some people. Because I know I have a couple friends of mine who don't really drive, who are from New York, right? So, being here would be a little bit of an inconvenience, the fact that they may have to drive everywhere. So if you really strongly feel like coming over here, you should know how to drive. And drive pretty well at that, because people here, they drive different. That's what I'm going to say. All right, so yeah, definitely get your driving skills up, because there's no walking to the stores out here, guys. That's about it. All right, so I wanted to break that down for you guys. Texas is a great place to be in case you're looking forward to relocating to another state. Those are my list of pros and cons coming to Texas. And if you have any questions, be sure to leave that in the comments. Or if you have any add-ons to pros and cons, maybe some people are from here or been here, add them. Let me know what they are. We could definitely salute and agree to that. So, yeah, we could definitely agree to that and keep things moving. Okay? That will be all for today. My name is UnderestiRayted, your host, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.